Welcome back to Down to Earth Mystic for another moving update combined with wisdom I feel like I'm acquiring along my way that I think you'll be able to apply to your own life. So, without further ado, 2 weeks ago I put my condo up for sale, and technically 3 weeks ago. And 3 days ago I was given an offer and accepted it, and now I'm under contract. So, given the current market, that's actually kind of normal, but I wanted to mention that, as you may have listened to or watched in a previous video, on a whim, I decided it's time to go back home. And so I listened to my heart, and that's kind of where the wisdom part comes in. I listened to my heart, and everything seems to be falling into place. My condo is on the market, or was on the market 3 weeks ago. Now I'm under contract. Now, by the beginning of next month, I will be living in a different state and moving in with my brother for a short term living situation until I find the right place that I want to purchase or rent, maybe, but probably purchase for my own home long term. But I just wanted to kind of throw out there. I mean, like I said, I did follow my heart. I did decide that was the right thing for me to do. And every time I think I'm at a stopping point where I have to wait for the next stage. Oh, I have to see what comes up for the next stage. I realize that's backwards. It sounds logical, but it's actually backwards. So here I was thinking, I feel uncomfortable. Like I need to tell my work that I'm leaving. And a part of me is like, but Karen, why would you do that? Why would you tell them before you even have your condo under contract? Why would you tell them? I mean, don't most places get a 2 week notice when it's time for you to go? But my gut and my heart kept saying, no, you need to tell them. No, you need to tell them. And considering they were about to put an investment into a software conversion, that was another logical reason why it made sense to tell them. But because I wouldn't be around to help with the conversion, and they were kind of relying on me for it. But I did it. I finally was like, it's the right thing to do. I need to tell them. They need to know what all of the details are before before it's typically time to share that information. And I'm telling you, it's wild that the day that I tell them, I get a call back from an interview or for an interview that I didn't know that I would hear back from. It'd been a while. And so that happened. And then that day I got an offer. Granted, it wasn't, I'm sorry, the next day I got an offer. Granted, it wasn't the offer I wanted, but the offer in my condo that was a lowball offer, and I firmly stood my ground and said no. That's not what I want. And then 4 days later, I get the offer I really wanted, and so what with all these details, I'm kind of venturing off of the wisdom, but what I wanted to mention is that with a combination of standing my ground on what I knew was right for me and taking that leap of faith that this is the right thing to do, it's actually, regardless of logic, regardless of current status and details, this is the right thing to do. Surprisingly, right after that, the thing that I thought I needed to wait for to make the decision to tell my work actually happened. And so it's beautiful to see that, to understand it, and that's my intuitive, or intuitively, I feel like that is actually relevant to share with all of you, with all of my subscribers, to let you guys know that in my instant, I mean, I know spiritually, like I understand. You take a leap of faith, you're caught, right? You don't fall to the bottom of the cliff. You're caught. You're lifted up. You're brought to the place that you're meant to be when you take that leap of faith. And as much as I understand that's how things work, And I do have the spiritual knowing of everything happens for a reason, and you have control over your universe and your reality and things like that. Like, I could say it all day long, but practicing it is the tough part, you know, letting go of the control, which it's weird. It's actually the exact opposite. Even though you're letting go of control, you're actually gaining the control by following your heart. And it's what I've realized is the universe starts to you start to co-conspire with the universe to create that reality when you start to take the leap of faith that you know you're meant to do it, and that's why your heart is taking you in that direction. And then things start to fall into place, and it's just really cool to experience. I can't even explain without getting into some really deep details and really getting into the weeds of my situation. But it's just wild how the thing you think you have to wait for to take the action is actually something that occurs once you take the action. As backwards as that sounds, as backwards as it feels, like we have always been taught to take the safe route, to do it the right way, to do it in the right order, wait until it's a good time. But instead it's like, take the action to make it the right time. And anyway, it's just been really such a beautiful adventure, and I wanted to share that with you guys. And I also hope that that gives you guys a leap of faith and encouragement, motivation and inspiration to follow your heart and realize that even if it's not quite the right time, it becomes the right time when you start to take that action. So hope this is helpful, and I am so excited to hear your responses. Please comment below with what leap of faith that you've taken and how that triggered the environment you thought you needed before you could take the action. I would love to hear these success stories about following your heart. Please share. It helps to inspire other subscribers and other viewers to do the same. So it's not just me, it's more of you out there too. The more you take the leaps of faith, the more you'll see it. So looking forward to reading all the comments and conversing with you guys down there in the comments. If you found this video helpful, which I'm assuming you will, if you haven't already, please subscribe, please like the video, and if you want, you can set up your this channel as one that you get notifications for, so as a new video comes out, you'll know about it right away. Look forward to conversing with you guys, and I hope you have a lovely day.